Silverthorne off the boards, gets the break, goes with it. Silverthorne puts it onto the back post. Hill, who shoots and scores. Zajac puts it into the back post, and it goes forward from Macaulay Haywood, having the right hand over the top, throwing it in, and Miller's going toe to toe, and he's got 3 or 4 headshots, and it drags him down. Still has it. Zabo being sort of marked out the game by Tom, and the shot comes from forward now. Babrea with plans. Babrea walks in, shoots,
and he picks up his own rebound and
Zabo, and he's not happy about that. It was a late hit to hit from behind, and you see the players.
And welcome to Icing Tonight, our brand new hour-long programme on Big Centre, looking at the ice hockey action from here at the Telford Ice Rink. Tonight is a pre-season friendly. I use the word friendly quite loosely as it was a bit of a ruckus last night in Hull. We'll have a look at tonight's action in a couple of ticks. But the pre-season began for the Telford Tigers a week ago here against Milton Keynes. Let's have a look how the Tigers got on.
Carrying a penalty.
They've got a penalty. It's a delay of game penalty. If the Tigers start the game short-handed as Cowney picks up the puck for Milton Keynes, back passes to Emmersick in the slot, drives down to the right corner, puts it back to Cowney, goes deep into the corner now. Jameson at the top of the slot, from the point, puts the puck down to Downey, back up to Cowney, just at the top of the circle, winds up, shoots wide to the right, hook skates behind the net. Adam Carr picks up the puck, backhands it off the boards, goes down, there's a push forward now.
Got a breakaway.
There's a kick forward, and suddenly it's number 26 on the breakaway. Goes and finds the top shelf. 37 seconds in. Matty Davis picks up the puck in the high slot, drives down to the net, dekes the netminder, and puts it over his right shoulder into the top right-hand corner. 38 seconds in. On a short-handed play, the goal goes to 26 Matty Davis, the first goal of the night and the first goal of the season here in the Telford Ice Rink. Short-handed, gets them off to a fantastic start. What's that going to do for morale on the bench, Alan?
Well, absolutely everything. I saw that coming as they kicked it over the blue line. The breakaway was there.
They're not giving them too long on the puck, which is vital at this stage of the game and the stage in play to make sure that they keep the momentum that they need.
And again, it's very fast-paced. It hasn't eased up a bit, and I've said this many times before. I'll be surprised if we see this carry over to the second and third, because it's at the moment it's a million-mile game.
Tom Watkins was saying yesterday the one thing that stood out about yesterday's game was the fact that Telford were fitter, doing 2 sessions on ice and gym sessions every day of their 2-week pre-season training, which has made a difference in the depth. Weaver tries to find the pass through to Silverthorne, drives into the end zone, takes it into the corner, round behind the net, passes in front, Satek makes the shot, the rebound comes down, and it was picked up by Jonathan Weaver to fire it home past the netminder for goal number 2 of the Telford Tigers. Weaver was the scorer. Satek made the shot before that Weaver picked up the rebound, and the play was made by 22 Jason Silverthorne. Goal number 2 scored at 11 minutes and 6 seconds. Cowney just in that centre slot waiting for the puck. It was won by Silverthorne, but only gets as far as Carr. Drops it down low. Chamberlain. Barklick. Back to Barklick. Drive side, fires it home and makes a goal against the top left-hand corner. The first one to pass Andre Rasic. Now that will mean that the penalty will expire on Sam Zajac because he was the last guy in. So number 4, Sam Zajac, returns to the ice. He only sat 10 seconds of that penalty. Griffin picks it up for Milton Keynes, takes it around the back of the net. Delays his time. Looks for the pass option. Gives it to the left side. Pushes forward once again. This time the hit comes in for Dan Scott on Baronic. And that's, I think, is a strategic play there to wind him up.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad play. Barklick tries to kick the puck forward. Plant will get there first. Swings the 2 hands onto the end of the stick. The old Chuck Taylor golf swing style. Just to freak your incoming defenseman away from the puck. But now, Milton Keynes on the break. Barklick didn't get past Macaulay Haywood. Neither did Griffin, who picked the puck up.
Hello,
Passes through
Griffin.
to Adam Taylor. Drives on a 1-0 and picks his spot. It was the play generated from Macaulay Hayward just on the red line. Picks up the puck. Looks up well. Pushes the pass across to Adam Taylor. 1-0. Takes it in. Uses reach. Pulls the puck around the netminder and tips it in the back of the net for the third goal of the night for the Telford Tigers. 3-1 the score. Goal scorer Adam Taylor. Assisted Macaulay Hayward. So, now, Silverthorne, forward, goes onto the left wing, comes across to the slot. Adam Carr picks it up for Milton Keynes. From the slot, goes up to the point. Weaver picks up the puck, sends it down, and it just drops down the ice. Davis, stick handling, forcing the play around the outside. Telford on the power play because of Barklick's penalty. But can they utilise it? Across to Clarkson, to the back post and tipped in beautifully by Macaulay Hayward. Clarkson gets the pass. The netminder covers the shot from Clarkson. Macaulay Hayward, unmarked on the back post. Clarkson passes it straight to his stick and he tips it on for a power play goal. Fourth goal of the night, scored by Macaulay Hayward at 41 minutes and 36 seconds. 41-36, power play goal for the Telford Tigers, executed beautifully. Baronic tries to drive it in front. Scott tries to find the backhand of Baronic, but the netminder forcing the play wide. A lot of movement by the netminder. Very agile for such a big player. And set to do a great job. Backhanded pass comes across the front of the slot. This time, the pass comes across.
Sadek's got the breakaway. Oh, and he's pulled back by Jameson.
Penalty.
It could be a penalty shot.
And it's a penalty shot.
A penalty shot.
So we've got a penalty shot awarded now.
So Sadek got the breakaway. Jameson caught up with him and wrapped himself around Satek, pulled him down. Michael Satek skates up and he puts it in the top left-hand corner as we
does exactly what he needs to do, and a penalty shot goal goes on at 5-1 the score, timed at 51 minutes and 45 seconds. At 51:45, a penalty shot puts the Telford Tigers 4 goals in front.
2 minutes for interference to number 2.
So the puck goes around the boards, cleared out the end zone by Milton Keynes.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes remaining.
Last 2 minutes of the game announced as the Tigers move up with Satek. He's got McKean
Drives forward down
behind
the
him.
left wing, makes the shot, comes across the front of the net.
Raska just comes out with a bit of acrobatics there just to keep himself warm. He hasn't had a great deal to do.
Zajac off to McEwen on the left wing. Plant forces the play down. Farn runs across. Backhand drops down.
Zajac with a shot.
Shoots and off the post, and it went off the leg pad, and from the leg pad up into the top right-hand corner. The pass came across from Kalina over to Zajac, let the shot go. I thought he misteed that to a degree. I don't know whether his stick bloke or just misfired it, but it went across the ice, bounced, hit the leg pad of Headley, and then deflected up into the left-hand top shelf.
So, how do you feel about tonight's performance?
It's a lot of stop-start hockey through the first period. I thought we battled hard, which is always going to be important in here. Generally pretty pleased.
I was going to say, in the first period, you were a man down for a number of times. It was a good opportunity to refine the old penalty kill.
Yeah, our PK was excellent over both nights, Saturday and Sunday. A very frustrating first period. We started on the back foot because of a delay of game due to the delay of the face-off, which was frustrating. But the boys battled hard, and they blocked shots. They got pucks out. We get a great short-handed goal right at the start. So we kind of ended up that first 10 minutes there where we felt like we had the momentum, even though that we were killing a lot.
And what also was apparent is Milton Keynes called a timeout pretty much halfway through the game to try and regroup, forced and put pressure on you in your own end, and then you were able to counteract that and get a goal which pretty much took the wind out of Milton Keynes' sails.
Yeah, they were a couple of guys down and they haven't skated as much as us, but I think we were probably as heavy-legged as they are because we've been at it now for a week, and guys start to get fatigued as well. Probably, we lost Danny Rose early in the game, we lost Phil Hill in the game, Joe Miller's already out injured, probably going to be so for 6 weeks. So I thought we took our chances well, and I thought our PP moved the puck well. A couple of backdoor tap-ins that we probably should have had in the second period. Generally pretty pleased. I'm very pleased with the first weekend.
So that was the highlights of last week's game against Milton Keynes, and a really encouraging start, I thought, for the Telford Tigers, getting a short-handed goal in the first 30 seconds. That'll really boost morale on the bench.
Absolutely, the Tigers and Tom, they couldn't have wanted a better start. It's a warm-up game, it's a practice game, but yeah, a win's a win, and as you say, it fills them full of confidence.
And one of the things that I pulled from last week's game, looking at young Macaulay Hayward, still a teenager, looking up, finding that pass to Adam Taylor, putting 1-0 on the netminder, that's really good vision for a young up-and-coming player.
It absolutely is. All the youngsters have played very well, and as you say, that was a classic mature goal, if you like.
So that's how things shaped up last week. Let's see how things get on tonight in Icing Tonight. We'll be back with the first period action straight after the break. Welcome back to Icing Tonight. Tonight's game, we take on the Hull Pirates in a pre-season challenge game. Last night, the Tigers travelled to Hull, and quite a physical game, I believe, Dan.
Yeah, and I got a bit controlled in the third period, but that's hockey. There's no real friendlies in hockey, same as last year, what happened. But, boys, we struggled a little bit in the first two periods, but we started to come back.
And there's a few adjustments to the team this year, so how's things gelling in the dressing room?
Oh, it's great character. I've got a really good feeling about this year. I mean, in the room, the boys are clicked straight away. Everyone's getting on, So it's really enjoyable. It's fun to come to the rink.
So what are you expecting tonight? A bit of a rollover from last night, or do you think things will settle down now it's out of your systems?
Yeah, you can't tell, can you? I mean, sometimes it rolls over, sometimes it don't, but sometimes... Well, who knows? We'll have to find out, won't we? We'll have to find out.
Thank you, Dan. Let's take a look at the first period action. Now the teams line up. Referee Matthews takes to centre ice as the puck's about to drop on the Telford Tigers versus the Hull Pirates. Silverthorne wins the draw, gives it back to Clarkson, goes back to D. Zajac puts it up on the left wing to McEwen. A drive forward from Clarkson. McEwen's backing him up. Clarkson up to the point. Shot comes in from Corey Goodison, who's playing in defence in Weaver's position.
Unusual.
And he's come up from the NIHL, playing with the experience of Sam Zajac, and that'll do him the world of good, lining up on the first line here with the Tigers tonight. Now, Hull on the break. Go up to the zone, and it's backhanded in by Gareth O'Flaherty. And then the puck goes around the board. Silverthorne gets turned over at the halfway line. Hull dump the puck on target. It's Lasek that puts it towards the Tigers netminder between the pipes. He had a good game in his opening game last week and made some fantastic saves here at the Telford Ice Rink. Andre Raska looking good in Tigers shirts tonight as the Tigers break out from the back of the net.
Sam Zajac just done a very sensible thing, just calmed the game down a bit to allow them to get a change in line.
Davis puts it off and it leaves Zajac on his own, but he tips it forward to Plant, gets the pass on the right wing, drives forward, presses towards the net, passes it over, and a tip-in! A beautiful tip-in for the first goal of the night, and that came in as Satek comes across the front. The shot comes across, the tip-in angles the puck into the top corner, and once again, the Telford Tigers off the mark nice and early. 1 minute and 12 seconds saw the first goal of the night, scored by Satek, assisted by Rick Plant. They've just cleared it down the ice. Rasek sets up the play, Clarkson skates round, picks it up behind the boards, delays it to Sam Zajac, drives forward, puts it through onto the left side. Davis now picks up the puck, carries down. Silverthorne, back up to Davis, up to Zajac on the point. Clarkson now, back to Zajac. onto the back post.
Oh.
Satek gives it back to Zajac, and I thought for a minute he was going to lose possession. Clarkson to the back post, passes in front, Silverthorne puts it in the back of the net.
Yes.
The puck was clearly in, the light was on, and a strategy by the Hull defenseman, push the net off. It can't be a goal if the net's off before the puck's in the back of it, but I think you'll see from that long before he pushed the net off, the puck was in the back of the net. So that 53-second penalty expires as a power play goal is scored for the Telford Tigers, but still Tom Watkins has a man advantage for the next 1 minute and 24 seconds. Deflects it high up into the air. Danny Rose catches the puck, backhands it forward, but already Salem put him under pressure. Danny Rose for a beautiful hit on Gareth O'Flaherty driving down the right wing and gets a little bit of a stick from Salem as he skates past him, just sending out a bit of a message there. Haywood across to Jones. Jones puts it across the front, and a stick lift on Marcus Maynard prevented him from just tipping the puck into the back of the net. A lot of pressure now. Satek puts it off the boards. Adam Taylor on the high slot, sends it back deep into the Sliders' corner. Macaulay Haywood just in front of the Zamboni gate, battling for possession on the boards there, cycling the puck out of the corner, heads over towards the net. It gets in the side netting, a drive forward from Matty Davis, and he battles his way and forces the puck past the netminder, and you can see the look in the netminder's face as Jordan Marr is amazed that Satek forced the puck under his body. Goal scored. Goal number 3, even-handed. 17 minutes and 22 seconds.
And Matty Davis just goes down and takes some applause, pat on the head there from his captain.
Really working the puck well and forcing it under the netminder. Third goal of the night.
22 seconds remaining. Can Hull capitalise before the end of the first period?
Tamar puts the puck cross ice. Silverthorne switches with it.
Sarsok just calms it down a little bit.
It's been quite an entertaining first period here, Alan. Shot comes in from Tamar, a great...
I think it hit the post, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure whether the netminder got on it, whether Raska was on it, or he just hit the pipework. So at the end of the first period, the Telford Tigers lead 3-0. As they come out for the second period, they've got 1 minute and 26 seconds to kill, but they've got the battle of the short-handed play to make up.
I think they'll do okay, you know, because one thing that's quite apparent from last season and from last week, Telford are very good at scoring short-handed goals.
Yeah.
It should be the other way around. They should be good at scoring the power play goals, which they haven't been, but they've got one tonight, and Tom will be going in, I guess, a happy man. Hull are going to have to go in and regroup because that's a shock to their system following last night's game. Yeah,
the players are working well. They're doing the job well. We saw from that first period there that they got the first goal by grinding and working hard. The second goal came off the 5-on-3 power play, and that gave them a bit of a cushion to relax a little bit. And as the game progressed, Alan, what you saw was the confidence growing from the Telford side and maybe slipping a little bit from Hull's confidence point of view, particularly from Jordan Marr, their netminder.
Well, that's it. You know, once the goalkeeper's let a few goals in, the head is going to go down, and that's where the professionalism of a netminder has to come out. They have to keep their confidence. But we had a manic 5 minutes, which ended up with that third goal there, and it was relentless. I don't think there was a whistle. And Telford have got to just they've been the team that's been on top in this period, absolutely. Dan Scott and Nathan Salem just admiring each other's skates there.
Yeah, the one new gear and everything. One new skate. Oh, I've had them. How are you getting on with them?
Have you taken a selfie of them yet?
The selfie. Yeah, bro.
What hair gel are you using these days?
Yeah.
Now Matthews, the referee's getting involved.
Yeah.
He's got nice skates as well.
So check in with the goal judges, and here we go for the second period action. Telford Tigers versus Hull Pirates.
Dan Scott just stepping up while they're short-handed.
Telford Tigers, 1 minute 23 seconds, a man down as the Hull Pirates come out with fresh legs on the power play. Salem drives up the left wing, shooting from left to right as we look at it.
Beautiful.
Shoots into the leg pads of Dan Scott, blocking the shot beautifully there, obscuring the puck's journey to the netminder. Didn't even get that far. Forechecking coming in there from good work from McEwen. And now they push forward.
Hull just regroup, feeding up the Nathan Salem.
There's a bit of a
shove
and a push there.
Lasek rather goes in and takes a shot that hit the ankle of the Telford defenseman. Now they've set up camp in the Tigers' end.
Now, Lasek, what's he going to do with it?
I did that first minute without my glasses on. That's better.
Oh, look, everything's in focus.
Oh, they've changed ends.
All the players have got edges. Now, Lasek just puts the puck round the back of the net. Salem hustling into the corner to try and free it up. Lasek back up to the far side. Pushes and drives forward. Now, shot comes in from Salem and a blocker save from Raska between the pipes for the Tigers.
Well, Raska's been told, you know, Nathan Salem is notorious for scoring good, beautiful
Salem,
goals all
and
upstairs.
a penalty's coming in against
Nathan Salem.
number 91, Nathan Salem. Zajac, Clarkson at the back of the, 4-on-4. Now it's onto the power play as Rick Plant comes out of the bench. Clarkson, Silverthorne. Zajac cuts in. Clarkson goes around the back of the boards. Davis picks it up. Across to Zajac, holds it on the blue line. Over to Clarkson, walks in, wrist shot. Deflects from the netminder into the corner of the ring. Clarkson back up to the point. Zajac has a look, gives it across. Davis to the back post. Ooh. And Clarkson got the shot away, but it was frozen down well by the netminder. Wins the draw. Zajac back up to the point. Oh, just loses possession of the puck, but managed to tip it in on the blue line. Silverthorne. Davis. He goes to the back post, and it was the netminder that put him in for it. So Davis picks up the puck, and it deflects from the netminder into the back of the goal. So a Telford Tigers power play goal scored at 22 minutes and 4 seconds, and I think that one's going to be credited to Matty Davis.
Matty Davis, yeah, his hat-trick goal. He took the shot along the ice and it deflected, as you say, off the Hull skate and into the back of the net. It's frustrating because we say it quite a lot, you know, you see them trying to walk it into the back of the net and they should shoot, and now that's what they're doing. See, Tom Watkins has listened to me.
Is that what you're claiming? You are coaching from commentary.
That's it.
No.
Backseat coach.
Yeah, O'Flaherty drives forward on the right side. He played in Manchester Phoenix, I believe, a season or two ago.
Kalina just winding round, setting it up again, brings it up the middle.
Plants on the right wing. A drive forward from Satek on the left wing, just in front of the Tigers bench, but Hull dump it back into the offensive end. Looks to come cross ice. Forward there. Kirk. Backhands off from Plant.
Lasek just looked for the big hit and decided otherwise.
Look at that as he pulls across now, works his way over, puts it into the feet, and once again you nearly got a whole goal, putting it in the back of the net and doing the Tigers work for them, but then they clear it down the ice. Icing's called, 4-0 the scoreline, 22 minutes and 47 seconds. Passes forward, tries to find Plant, but a turnaround comes from 88, Thamar, as he drives down the ice. Flicks the puck into neutral ice. Rick Plant now says, actually, I'll have a line change. Send some fresh young feet to chase after that puck, if you don't mind.
He's earned his tuppence halfpenny on that shift, so he's off for a rest.
Yeah. And it's a penalty kill. There's a lot of skating involved. Those extra miles that you're covering to trap up the traffic on the ice now. 74 drives forward.
Oh, and he's taken out by Marcus Maynard.
And he's giving a bit of an elbow back. And this is the sort of thing that can escalate sometimes when a team sees a game slip away from them. Shot from Silverthorne and finds the top right-hand corner as he drove down. You can see the pressure coming as the Telford Tigers force their way down the play. It was generated for Keelan, put the puck across to Silverthorne, buys his time, waits, fires it home in the top right-hand corner for the 5th goal of the night for the Telford Tigers. A short-handed goal, and you were saying earlier, Alan, how they do step up the mark with the quick feet. They just had a line change.
An attacking team wants to get in and set up, and you open yourself, you know, to danger at the back, and that's exactly what we've just seen.
Matthews battling for the puck there. Salem sets up behind the net. They've still got a 48-second man advantage, the Hull Pirates. Push forward now. Driving down the right wing. Really make an impression. Don't forget, you can see all this action online. Go to the Tigers website to find the links to watch our test transmissions for free. Backhanded pass. Comes back
Nathan
Cross
Salem
ice at the moment.
feeds it into the corner, gets it back, takes it back round the back of the net, looking for someone in the middle, can't see anybody, so he circles round, switches sides, holds, taking control, and there's Salem.
Salem shoots and scores! And Nathan Salem gets the first goal of the night for the Hull Pirates. A power play goal at 28 minutes and 55 seconds, bringing the score to 5-1. There's still a comfortable cushion for the Telford Tigers, but when a team gets a goal, there's always a danger, Alan, that can shift momentum slightly in favour of the other team. It's just past halfway through the game at 31 minutes and 42 seconds. 5-1, the Telford Tigers back to full strength. Warren Tate, should I say, skates hard from the bench, rejoining the play, 5-on-5. Silverthorne gives it back to Tate. Tate drives forward on the right side, carries it over the blue line, gives it to Silverthorne, puts it to Clarkson off the back post, who finishes it off by firing it home in the back shelf. What a set play there. Silverthorne out to Tate, drives it down the right side, back to Silverthorne, powers his way in, sees, looks up, pulls the netminder to one side, passes the puck to Clarkson, who fires it home in the top shelf for a textbook 6th goal for the Telford Tigers. Scored on 32 minutes and 3 seconds. An even-handed goal for the Tigers. 6-1 the scoreline, 5 goals the cushion, and a fantastic execution. Salem tries for the push and the shove, and Satek moves well and truly out of the way and makes Nathan look a bit silly. And Sathan's not happy about that. He's sort of chasing after him as if to say, you're going to make me look silly. See this piece of wood? Or graphite or whatever they're made out of now. They haven't been wood for about 20 years, Al, have they?
I think they're made of fresh air. I picked one up the other day. Couldn't believe how light these
toothpicks. Kirk drives down the left side. Interesting, Kirk, the defenceman, is getting the offensive drives towards the net on the power play. So perhaps that's a set play rehearsed by the Hull Pirates. Hayward in front of the bench. Puck goes over the top. Stick down, but it was at chest height by Kirk, who's not the tallest of guys, so I don't think we've got any danger of a high stick there.
He's very Sam Zajac-ish, isn't he? In stature and style.
But leagues apart in natural ability to read the game.
Yeah.
That's what, one of the things about Sam is his work rate and ability, but his knowledge to read of the game. Carry round, tries to get an empty net, and a backhanded shot from 56 to put it in the back of the net, and it was Lee Hayward, I think, that got the goal, which will cancel out the penalty. A power play goal for the Hull Pirates. A lot of traffic in front of the net. The netminder comes away. You've got a lot of open space. Everybody's scrapping around to get on the puck, and it was Lee Hayward that managed to get the backhand of his stick to the puck, put the puck in the back of the net. 6-2 the scoreline. Hayward the scorer. Time of goal 34 minutes and 20 seconds in the second period. Telford Tigers 6, Hull Pirates 2. Telford just needs something now to fire them up a bit.
Yep. Maybe some fisticuffs again. That can turn a game around.
Yeah, it depends who comes off worse for it, because last time it was Telford. Right, a drive forward. McEwen fires it home, and that was a backhand from McEwen into the top right-hand corner as we look at it, left-hand corner from where Marr is standing. And if his old man is watching this, Doug, that was an impressive move. McEwen, 71 for Telford, drives it forward. 35 minutes and 52 seconds was the time. Puck goes through, takes deflection from Hayward. Taylor skates round, bats the puck down out the air. Taylor picks it up once again, drives in, carries it over the blue line, deflects it off the boards. Back up coming from Davis, hustling into the corner now. Oh, and a kick-out save, and a beautiful save there. Just if you were watching in vision, you saw the leg pad come out like the paddle of a
beautiful hit into the board there.
Just in front of the bench now. Macaulay Hayward carries it up the middle. Very dangerous. He does it in junior hockey all the time because he's got the experience to do it. The delay comes past, and now driving up now from Tamar. Delays, gives it through. 22, winds up, shoots. That's Fisher. And yeah, Macaulay Hayward, as I said, he carries it out, and I don't mind him carrying it out down the wing, but don't carry it up the middle in a level like this. Plant now in the corner, carries it around the net, pulled back a little bit by Jordan Stokes, that young kid once again, really pulling it back. Plant back up on his feet. Marcus Maynard from the front of the bench. Wrist shot, it bobbles around. Plant didn't quite see where the puck dropped. Backhanded out the zone by Kirk. Picked up by Danny Rose. Turns up ice. 2.5 minutes left in the second period. Plant delays it back to Silverthorne. Fires on the net.
Satek!
And fires it home in the back of the net. A great save to be fair to Jordan Marr. Saves the puck. The puck drops down into the slot. Satek skating at full pelt towards the puck. Winds up, fires the puck in the top right-hand corner with a beautiful finish there from Satek, putting the Telford Tigers 8-2 up. Kirk battles for the puck. Taylor pushes forward. Silverthorne tries for the shot, and at the end of the second period, we're at the Telford Tigers 8, Hull Pirates 2. So looking at that second period, Alan, you can't fault the Telford Tigers. Hull got their first goal of the game. They got a power play goal off the back of it, but Telford remained composed, kept the pressure on, and converted it in their favour.
They did, but I'm going to disagree with you. I would complain of the Tigers slightly, because every time they took a more comfortable lead, they sat back and allowed Hull back in again. And this is one of the things they can't afford to do. We've said it's a 6-goal lead at the moment, with the score being 8-2. You can't give up for a minute in this game. You know, once you give up, you're going to get punished, and that's what we've seen. What
is difficult, though, for hockey players is when you're that many goals up and the coach mixes up the lines a little bit, you do tend to step off the gas.
And that's where the skill comes in. You can't afford to step off the gas, and you know, Tom's going to maybe give some more ice time to some of the fourth liners. He's rotated them in a lot tonight, but this cushion is not a cushion. Maybe in the last 5 minutes you can step off the gas, but physically is not enough time. But they've got to keep going, and as I said during the commentary, they've put the knife in. They've got to twist it now and be ruthless.
Do you think that altercation and the physicality in that second period has got it out of the system, or would you expect things to be a little bit more aggressive in the third period if there's such a difference in the scoreline?
I think there's such a difference in the scoreline. I don't know. I think that was all we're going to see tonight, you know, because it's the end of the warm-up weekend. Nobody's going to want to be carrying penalties or injuries or whatever going into league, which starts next week. So I don't think we're going to see much more. I'd like to, you know, for the fans. You heard the fans. You all heard the fans when that started off. Whether it happens or not, it's a different matter.
Okie dokie. We'll take a look at the third period very shortly. Telford Tigers versus Hull Pirates. Referee Matthews indicates to the goal judges to check they're ready, looks to the bench and then drops the puck on the third period. Silverthorne wins the draw, goes back to Zajac, pass forward to Corey Goodison. Goodison banks it off the boards, goes as far as the Hull Pirates, banking it off the boards. The sec, and he gets hit into the boards by Silverthorne and takes the referee out, and that hurt, but it'll hurt him more in his wallet because he'll have to buy his partners in crime a drink. The rules are, if you fall over, you buy the rest of the team a drink.
Oh, really?
Mr. Marshall will know this. And Richard, you can't get one for watching online. Sorry, you've got to be here.
He must have spent a fortune, Mr. Marshall.
Yeah. I think he left his bank card behind.
There's a power of media there, Richard, you know.
Yeah. So now, off the draw. There's a bit of a hustle on the boards. Corey Goodison played it well from the NHL tonight, getting first line D with Sam Zajac, putting the experience of Zajac in there with the enthusiasm from the young NHLer that played here within the league and made a few guest appearances with the Tigers. Tipped forward there. Pressure coming. The first skater in was Tamar. Third period, Telford Tigers bank the puck around the board. Jones to Tate. And I like the versatility of young Warren Tate. Last year he played as a D-man in Hull, playing as a forward here. It's good to have that versatility from a coach's point of view, to be able to play a player wherever you want him to be. Dan Scott tries to pin Salem on the boards, and then the Jones train checks him in front of the bench. But Nathan Salem, strong, hard skater, determined young man, working his way past those defensemen. Now, Brittle,
breakout.
Forward to Jones.
Defenseman, big shot, boom, save.
Kicked out by the leg pads of Jordan Marr. Goes round the back of the net.
Brittle just hovering in front.
Picked up now by Moore. Roy Hamilton, one of the linesmen, just on my left-hand side, just past the camera there, and he's just giving me the old drinks time. And officials in the building is entitled to a drink if he sees you fall on your derriere.
Roy's taking
now.
it. Oh, now we've got a breakaway from Hull.
Shoots and into the body. Rasker makes the save. He gets the rebound and then fires it in the back of the net. That was unfortunate for the netminder, but a drive forward from Bonner. Takes the puck forward, fires it into Rasker. He made the save. The puck drops down in front of him, and then Bonner picks it up, fires it through the 5-hole. You can still see Rasker trying to establish his balance and get on his feet, and the puck trickled underneath him as he fell backwards into the net, taking it off its moorings, by which time the puck was already in the back of the net. Hull Pirates 3, Telford Tigers 8. Time of the goal was exactly 42 minutes.
The danger is sitting back, comfortable lead.
The neatest handwriting in the world right there.
Yeah, no, it's not really the time to sit back as Hull dump it in and chase it again.
Sent round the boards. There's a bit of a battle against the boards there for the puck as it's deep in the end zone. Pinned on the boards, the puck drifts out into the slot, passes across. And now Clarkson sends it round the boards. Marr knocks it on to Jordan. Skates it out. Pulls across play. Goodison. Forward to Clarkson. Shoots and finds the top corner.
Right.
A beautiful finish. I think Marr got a little touch to it with his glove, and you saw it take a bit of a change of direction, but Clarkson's puck still found it into the top right-hand corner of the net as we look at it, and that puts the Telford Tigers back with the 7-goal lead. And where are we at? Sorry, 6-goal lead. 34 seconds after the whole game goal. So 42 minutes and 34 seconds sees a goal for Martin Clarkson.
Martin Clarkson.
No.
He was a goalkeeper a few years ago.
I knew that.
And Doug Clarkson.
Silverthorne out on the ice.
It's like a scoreline from the olden days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going back sort of 10
I was looking
years
at some of the programmes, and they're like 16, 17 to 2 and stuff like that.
Yeah. But I don't know, back then the atmosphere stayed.
Yeah. No, it really did.
But
banks off the boards.
I think we spoke before, we prefer a very close game.
Absolutely.
A 1-1, 2-2 game going to the last period.
Really edgy, where you can't predict, who your winner's going to be.
Overtime penalty shots,
Osman
you can't beat it.
sets up the play, passes forward. A drive forward down the left wing now. And Thermos just sort of gets held up. Neutralised. Silverthorne with the puck, carries it over the blue line. Beautiful delay. Taylor walks in. A stick lift takes the puck away from him. And a good play from Taylor, but a better stick lift and turnover from Tamar. So now, puck comes cross ice. Drops into neutral ice. And now, a drive forward by 13, which is Sissus.
Yeah,
Taylor holds him up.
He tried to twist that one round and it wasn't.
Curls round Tamar now once again. He's out into neutral ice. Macaulay Hayward gives him a push away. Stretch ice pass. Fisher and Marcus Maynard plays the body into the boards. And now a drive from Davis. He's got Clarkson with him, gives it Clarkson, who shoots and scores into the top right-hand corner again. So, Doug Clarkson, top right-hand corner, beautifully executed from a fantastic pass from Davis on 45 minutes and 17 seconds, puts the Tigers 10 goals to Hull's 3. I think that's the first time I've seen double figures in a long time here in Telford.
First time double figures. I'm just looking at my notes. It's the second hat-trick, so we've got Davis on a hat-trick and now Clarkson on a hat-trick. It's a good point though. The point was made because when our camera 2 pans round, you can see the AC lines, the AC pipes are all orange, and then he pans down and you've got this yellow background.
You've got the green,
but like I say, we'll have a word with the council Monday morning.
Do you remember that Fools and Horses episode where they had the paint from the front of the trains and to paint the Chinese takeaway and it glowed in the dark?
Yes.
Tate passes across to Silverthorne, who fires it home in the right-hand side. Tate loses his footing behind the net and takes the whole player out, but not intentionally. It was Tamar behind the net, but what a beautiful pass from Tate. And a fantastic execution in the right-hand side. And you've been spoiled for choice on goals tonight. 11 goals to 3. 11th goal scored at 47 minutes and 35 seconds. Beautiful pass and even better execution right there from Jason Silverthorne.
Textbook goal. It's becoming a bit of a rout now. I think the Hull legs have given up.
Yeah.
I just looked at our cameraman there, James Shaw. He's going to have a good job editing all this into a programme for Big Centre.
Your average ice pad is anything between 8 and 30 millimetres. If you've got steel blades on your feet, it doesn't take much to get down to the concrete. Salem Stick handles, takes his time. It was back into his own end, so he's sort of in, out, in, out, in, out, shake it all about. Hokey-cokey with the puck on the blue line there. Tate gives it across to try and find Davis. It just bounces across a little bit. Davis.
Oh, and now we've got a break.
Now, a 2-on-0. What are they going to do with this? They drive forward. Osman on the backhand trying to dig it round. And Rasker stretches his arm in his catching mitt and denies Osmond what he perceived to be as an easy backhanded shot as he carried it round the netminder. And now Rasker using every inch of his reach and height to deny Osman that goal.
I watched that and I thought that's the way he pulled Rasker out of the way, and he just backhanded it. And I was, yes, that's a goal, but oh no, it's not. How on earth he got to that? Yeah,
the old Mr. Tickle off.
I'd rather the
Can't get enough of it. He's got the greatest hits at home.
Yeah, it never gets played on any radio station that you may be familiar with, does it?
Maybe we should start for you.
Please do.
Now. Drive forward, Brittle shoots and scores! He picked it up, they won the draw, he backhanded it through. Luke Brittle, quick hands, straight into the slot, fires it home for goal number 12 for the Telford Tigers. Scored by 77, Luke Brittle. Time of the goal, 53 minutes and 56 seconds.
And now we're seeing a good spread of players getting on the score sheet. It's not going just to the hat-trick guys and the usual scorers. What have we got on there? We've got Sadek, Davis, Clarkson, McEwen, Brittle.
Off the draw. Yeah. The players then will be seeing massive pairs of eyes from this side, like the fly watching the game.
That's it, yeah.
Puck drops, and at the end of the game, it finishes with the Telford Tigers 12, the Hull Pirates 3. Fantastic performance from Tom Watkins' men, and no shadow of a doubt that Tom will be really happy with his pre-season challenge game preparation.
Absolutely, he's lost one and he's won the rest, so it's good news. He's made a few changes. He's capitalised. I think he's still got some work to do on that power play. The short-handed, what can you say? They're scoring more short-handed than they are. I guess that's maybe a trade of Telford being a smaller rink as well. But yeah, absolutely class one display tonight from the guys.
So, fantastic performance and goals galore.
Yeah, lots of finishes. I think we did a lot of good things with the puck. I think it was nice to get a nice break early in the game. And I think our first 3 goals, I wouldn't call them beauties, but we went to the right areas and we got rewarded.
And a lot of opportunities to test your power play, your short-handed play, and things generally. The whole game felt confident.
I think that's our first goal on the power play this season. Nice to get one on the 5-on-3, which didn't happen last night, and it just changes the game. You know, that 5-on-3, that situation for any team's huge, whether it's on the kill side or on the power play side. If you get on the right end of it, it's a big momentum changer.
And the opportunity with that lead to experiment and develop your lines. Are you happy with how things are going to be ahead of Basingstoke next Saturday?
I think the one thing that we must do is stay out of the penalty box, take too many minor penalties. I know it's pre-season, etc., but we can't get caught on the wrong side of so many PKs. It tires you out. You give a good time offensively, and again it steals momentum away. I was disappointed that we gave up 2 goals on the penalty kill. Other than that, I thought our penalty kill was excellent.
So a fantastic finish, goals galore for the Telford Tigers, finishing up 12-3 to the better of the Hull Pirates. The league fixtures start off next weekend. Saturday, a trip to Basingstoke. Sunday, the next home game against the Manchester Phoenix here at the Telford Ice Rink. And of course, all the action on Big Centre. Silverthorne off the boards, gets the break, goes with him. Silverthorne puts it onto the back post. Puts it into the back post, and it goes forward from Macaulay Haywood, having the right hand over the top, throwing it in, and Miller's going toe to toe, and he's got 3 or 4 headshots, and then drags him down. Still has it. Zabo being sort of marked out the game by Tom, and the shot comes from forward now. Babrea with plans. Babrea walks in, shoots,
and he looks up his own rebound.
Zabo, and he's not happy about that. It was a late hit to hit from behind, and you see the players